Right, thank you very much, Winnie, and thanks Aslan for sharing on the risk assessment at our workplace. Of course, safety first comes from us. Everyone is accountable. So I would like to start my presentation today by highlighting the big idea of this COVID-19 sustainability during the pandemic. The big idea is that sustainability is no longer a business differentiator. It is already a business necessity. Okay. So this month, as you all know, a year ago, this COVID-19 was diagnosed or first started somewhere in China. So we are 1 year on to this pandemic. So we have gone through a lot, and still yesterday the cases were quite high. So what are the significant differences that we can see in our environment? I would like to highlight 3 differences that we can observe. First is the air quality. Second is in terms of the water quality, and the third one is in terms of the waste management. Okay. Okay. For the air quality, I would like to share the video on how coronavirus lockdowns have improved air quality around the world. So there are a lot of terms being used for lockdowns. In Malaysia, it's called movement control order. It started somewhere in mid of March. In Singapore, it's called circuit breaker. In Thailand, it's called state of emergency. But anyhow, they are all put in place so that to protect us from being contracting to each other. So how has this impacted the air quality around the world? Let's look at the video. So this video is from the World Economic Forum. So after lockdown, which have had a lot of people at home, so we moved about 192,000 cars. So the images shows that the pollution level are falling because people are staying home, right? Then some experts think that there are connection between pollution level and the death. So they suggest that worse air quality would lead to more death. Because people with respiratory disease, right, they are more prone to getting worse infection. Alright, so that's about it on the air quality differences during the lockdown. So what are we doing as a team? I believe the safety and health team and also the fit-out team are working very closely to see what other measures that we can put in place in our buildings to ensure that the indoor air quality is also sustainable for our people, especially the tenants, staff, and also everyone in the building. What about water quality? Okay, if you notice here, so anyone familiar with this picture?
Yes.
Xiaopei, Jocelyn, CK?
Jungle Street. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Sing Fu Tang without the bar, right?
Ooh, yes. It
So
look
this
nice.
was the water quality
Teh tarik kau.
before the lockdown. So during the recent MCO, what happened? Can you see the picture?
Wow.
It's all clear. So they are all fishes swimming around. I don't know whether it's true or not, but someone posted a video on Twitter that this is the condition of the water quality now. So it's clear. So it means to say that human activities have also contributed to this pollution to our water. But sadly in Klang Valley we have other disturbances to our water quality. Okay, pollution that are caused by human, okay, that causes troubles, interruption in our water supply. So every month, the building services and building management team, headache, always cut water supply, but it's all human-made. I think it's very close to us in Jedin, in Rawang, Taman Belok. Yeah, okay. So that's about water quality. We continue to make sure that the water quality within the building is also sustainable for our people. I think the team in KL Hub has replaced the filters, water filters, to ensure that the water is actually in good quality. Okay, the next one. Talking about waste management. So what you can see here, okay, although we have reduced the waste produced inside the office buildings because everyone work from home, but there's an increase in the domestic consumption. Okay, so what do we do during the lockdown? We cannot go and eat in a restaurant. So what wastes have increased? So we go for tapao, bungkus and all that. So plastic waste has increased. Okay, the container all has increased. So it's actually the increase caused by domestic consumption. The second one is on the clinical waste and the face mask. So it's very sad to see, now discarded face masks are everywhere in the ocean, and this guy has hooked up a lot of masks at the beach. I think this guy looks like Anthony Robbins, but I'm not sure you can see. Okay. Next one, even the wildlife or the nature, okay, have trouble with the waste that we produce. The picture that you can see, those birds, these are actually captured by the BBC News and also online news. They are trapped by the mass that we simply throw. So we simply have to be more civilized and discard off our waste properly. So what about us? What have we done during the pandemic? So what have you been sharing to us that we can all discuss about? Okay. So for the first picture, maybe Esther, you would like to explain a bit what is it about? This is from you, or Kenneth. First, from the left.
The first one is actually our Menara IGB staircase building works.
Correct. So this is in line with our effort to enhance the building, that people will be able to use the staircase, because previously it was not bright enough. It's not conducive for people to walk up and down. So when people use the staircase, it is also a cost-saving measure to reduce the lift consumption. The middle one is the provision of recycling bin. Okay, so the Esther's team has also worked with a waste provider to provide a waste recycling bin. This one is Center Point North, if I'm not mistaken. So the third one, there's Aina, is it? Aina and Jitlin from Hade. So that was, I think the team bought the measuring device for indoor air quality. So that is the first step of getting what needs to be done for our indoor quality. So far, how do we perform, Aina?
Good.
Good.
Progressing.
Good. So we'll go through each of the building and ensure that they are within the DOSH 2010 levels. Again, Esther's team from the left. You recognize this picture, no?
The upgrade of our CPN and CPS.
Yep, correct. So due to frequent leakage or burst pipe of the ABS, so the team has also arranged to replace the pipe with the PPR pipe, so it will reduce all the wastage. The center one will be replacing all the high lift lobby lighting with LED lighting. And the third one, this one is taken from South Point in Jade Khalid. You have any idea what's the picture about?
Not clear.
Not clear. This is from your team. This is a lux meter, correct as well. So they are actually setting the lux level for the photo sensor across the bridge. So do you remember what's the lux level setting? Yeah, I think your team will know it up. So that's one of the sustainability effort. The next one, progressively we are replacing all the jumbo roll tissue to hair dryer, which is much more efficient. So air guard. So even in our Menara IGB upgrading, they are all being changed to use air guard hair dryer. Oh, before I forget, I would like to take this time to have some appreciation for one of my colleagues. So Amiro, during our staff meeting on the 20th of February, so I think I left out his name, so you feel a bit not included, but it's okay. I want to share my appreciation for him for managing the Menara IGP upgrading work and also working closely with the leasing team on the current project. So can we just give him a big hand? Okay, the next one, when we say it's no longer a business differentiator, it's a business necessity already. So all the buildings, like it or not, will need to put these measures in place. Temperature scanners, okay, My Sejahtera app. So safety team has been working very hard to print out all the posters, reminders and all that. On the right, hand sanitizers. Okay, the picture on the left. So there's something weird in the neighborhood. First you got a call.
Ghostbuster.
Wrong, you call Stoica. This picture is actually the Stoica disinfectant products. Right? So all our buildings are coated in a high touch surface area. Okay, on the right is the setting up of the social. Now it's not called social distancing. It's called physical distancing line. Alright. On the right, efforts from the leasing team, community circles. So it was supposed to be launched on the 10th of August. I guess it's in progress to be updated. So this community circles is actually the ongoing effort to notify the tenant of our sustainability effort. Okay, so it has to be an ongoing thing so that people are aware we are doing all these measures for them as well, so they feel safe, secure, and confident to come back to this workplace. The next on the project and fit out side, okay, there have been enhanced efforts, especially we need to have COVID-19 test reports, okay, PCR swab tests. So the latest requirement will be swab test negative from, it must be 1st August onwards, so the latest one. And all foreign workers have to be tested regardless of the industry. That's what Dr. Ismail Sabri mentioned yesterday. So, and also there's a COVID-19 induction to let them know of the SOP that they need to adhere to. Okay. So before I end this presentation, I will leave this picture to your thoughts. Okay. Would you rather be on the picture on the right where nothing is left, or would you go to the left where nothing is right? For me, I would choose to the left where nothing is right and make it right. So I guess that's the message we need to send out to everyone. Not only safety first, sustainability also first. Okay, thank you.